Hey there, coffee lovers. Logan here, professional barista for MajestyCoffee.com, and today we're discussing espresso pucks, specifically soupy or watery ones. Let's get started. So over my 10 years of being a barista, I've pulled a lot of different shots, a lot of different roast profiles, a lot of different grind settings, etc. And one thing I always pay attention to is the pucks, just by habit. Sometimes they're very watery and make a huge mess. Other times they're very dry and pop out very easily. Sometimes they're stuck in your portafilter, and sometimes they're stuck to the group head. There are really a wide range of outcomes, and each one is not necessarily a bad thing. But I definitely think it's a great idea to get into the habit of checking over your shots from beginning to end, just to try to maintain some stability and consistency, and to be able to replicate things if they go well. So today we're discussing watery or soupy pucks. Is this a problem? I get asked this a lot, and to be honest, my personal opinion is it's not necessarily indicative of a good or bad shot. What it's more indicative of is if your machine perhaps has some sort of mechanism in it to extract more water after you're done pulling a shot of espresso, or if perhaps you're just left with that extra moisture because it's not purged through something like a solenoid valve. If your group head is an E61 or some sort of well-heated machine, it's going to keep your puck a little more on the dry side, versus a machine that doesn't have this, perhaps a cheaper machine, is pretty much always going to give you a watery puck. So this isn't necessarily a sign that you're doing something wrong, as long as your shot tastes good, well balanced, well rounded, and you're happy with the results. That's what really matters. But if you're worried about the puck, try playing around with your grind size, the time, the amount of water you're using to extract, and the heat you're using. Playing around with these different variables will help you get different results. You can also try changing up your espresso, say using a darker or lighter roast. This could contribute to that as well. But really, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a major problem unless you're experiencing your shots tasting sour and under-extracted, in which case I'm going to recommend you immediately coarsen your grind to allow for more water to pass through and to fully extract your shots. So my takeaway point here today is a watery puck isn't necessarily your most important variable, though it's definitely one of the things you should consider and pay attention to. As long as you feel confident with the flavor profile of your espresso and your results, that's really what counts in the end. Alright, so I hope I've helped you learn a little bit more about the world of espresso pucks. And if you liked what you saw, we have an entire latte art mastery class available on our website. Try it for 30 days, and if you're not satisfied, it's completely free. Check it out on MajestyCoffee.com/latte. Thanks for joining, and I hope to see you in class.